Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to y'all. Happy Sunday. Hey, listen, this is in continuation to the video I did the other day with Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, right? And why am I touching on this so much, right? I'm a finance guy. Why is this a topic for a finance guy? Here's the reason why. I believe social media is going to be the end of most people. Financially and relationship-wise, social media is going to be the end. Especially, let me not say for most people, let me say especially in the black community. And I'm going to deep dive into this, right? So you can understand why I believe that I think this has to happen, and I hope this message reached the right person well. Like this message, I want you to just use your head for a second and not be emotional about what I'm about to say here, because I know there's a lot of Meg Thee Stallion fan out there, right? Just like there's a lot of Klay Thompson fan out there, right? But social media is purely an echo chamber. Like it's gotten to a point where people don't even use their brain anymore. Social media drives them. Okay? An example, you see a young lady come on social media, right? And she's telling people, this is why I believe everybody don't need a mic. She's telling people how to mistreat men, how to use men, right? Right? And the females are watching and they're listening. They've been brainwashed by this. So now they go out here into the real world, go into the dating world, and they want to use guys for I don't know, for a good time. Right? For clout. Right? Instead of getting to know the individual and building a relationship with the individual. Right? The same thing with the fellas. Instead of getting to know the young lady, you're leading with your money because you're trying to get what? You're trying to get in bed with her, right? Nobody is trying to take time to get to know the person and actually build an actual relationship. How do I know this is true? I'm going to use one instant on the personal level for me. I met a very pretty young lady, and I got stories for days about this, right? Pretty young lady, light skin, long hair, hazel, gray eyes, bad, right? We vibing and everything, right? Next thing you know, we leave the spot where we were at. Okay? Valet pulled up my car. Now, mind you, when inside we're having a conversation, okay, you know what? Let's continue this conversation. We set a date. I picked the location. She was okay with it, right? Next you know, the valet pulled my car up. Okay? I'm like, hey, where'd you park? I drove her to her car. No problem. The very next day, she texted me a location that she wanted to go to for dinner after we've already agreed on a location. So now you see what I'm driving, and for some reason you feel as though you can get a better experience, I guess, from me by trying to go to a 5-star restaurant. What did I do? I looked at the restaurant to see why did she choose this restaurant, number one. I kind of have an idea. But then I started looking at the menu. By the time the night is done, it was probably easily going to be a $500-600 night. Okay? If you tap in tips and let's say valet park, whatever, right? So I immediately texted back and said, you know what, I'm going to be out of town. And she never heard back from me again. This is an example of people watch social media, and instead of getting to know a person, you know what I'm saying, to see, hey, what's this person about, you want to use that person for an experience. This is the echo chamber that young ladies are listening to every single day. So they're going out here and they're trying to portray it in real life. So instead of people getting to know each other, they're trying to spend more time trying to get an experience out of the individual. The same thing again with the fellas. Instead of getting to know the young lady, or at least trying to track the right lady, you going after the baddie. You going after the baddie, and you're leaving the lady who could be a nice, genuine individual, okay, that could be the one for you, right? So nothing ever gets accomplished. Nothing ever gets accomplished. This whole social media is ruining lives, okay? And why is this important in the finance world? It's important because, and again, especially with our community, right? Because we have the lowest marriage rate. We also have the highest divorce rate. Because again, I believe a lot of us look to social media to give us direction. Now, I'm watching the Gilbert Arenas show the other day, last night actually. I don't know if this is true or not, but supposedly what turned Klay Thompson off or made him go the other route is supposedly this young lady requested a $700,000 a month allowance. $700,000 a month allowance. I've seen women on social media saying if a guy want to be with her, they got to spend 20 grand a month, 50 grand a month to be with them. The question is, are you my girl or are you selling a product? This is what I mean. And then you have young ladies out here who are not high class like these people requesting the same thing from regular everyday guys. This is where the problem is. This is why most guys are committing to being single. Why most guys don't want to be married, because all these social media people are telling young ladies how to behave. I'm not saying every lady is like this, but I personally have experienced myself and I can relate to this. You understand? Now, again, when we look to our community, we are not getting married, right? And when we do, we don't stay in marriages, which can be a destruction economically. You don't see the Asian community talking about what a man must do for. You don't see an Asian woman talk about what a man must do for her before she take him serious. It doesn't happen. You don't see in the Indian community what a man must do for her before she take him serious. You also don't see it a lot in the Hispanic community. Why do I mention those communities? Let me go over some data with you guys, right? Because we've shied away as a community from what's good for us. We've shied away from being married. We've shied away from building together. We've shied away from staying together for a long period of time because we're listening to this echo chamber of social media. And most of the time, let me tell you what I know. I've dated a couple of people on social media who posture like they have it going on, right? Then when I eventually meet with them, see, on social media, you would think they have this extravagant life going on. You would think they have all these, you think where they're living is extravagant. To come and find out they have a little studio apartment. Right? To come and find out that they have no savings at all. Right? Social media, in most cases, is deceitful. It's a lie. In most cases. And most of y'all are listening to these people that's destroying your life or destroying your potential of finding a good mate. There are a lot of good women out here, okay? And even some good women have been turned by what they're listening to on social media and go from being a good woman to going from being what we're seeing today. Because in their mind, they're thinking that will get them results that they want to, and those results don't happen. There was a young lady, I was watching the Anton Daniels show, or was it Room 9? One of those shows, right? And it was a white young lady who was going around and telling women how to hate men and how don't do nothing for a man and don't ever get married, whatever like that, right? Now fast forward. This was just about 2-3 weeks ago. Okay, this same young lady that was telling women not to get married, don't take men seriously, is not engaged, and now she's on social media apologizing. See, a lot of people who are hurt, a lot of people on social media, I believe, who are spewing this rhetoric, and you guys are listening to them, are people who are hurt. But for some reason, I don't know why most people on social media don't have discernment. Like, why? How can a person direct you as to how to handle your personal relationship? Another person shouldn't be able to direct you as to how to handle your personal relationship. But for some reason, most people listen to these people, and they come to find out later on that these people are full of crap, right? They're full of crap. Now, let me go over why this is destroying the black community, right? We're gonna go over finances now, right? And this right here is the top 10 races in America, right? It stopped at 7 in America economically. Number 1 is Asian people. Okay, average household income is $120,000. They have the highest marriage rate. They have the lowest divorce rate. You also don't see them on social media spewing their entire life and business on social media. You don't see them on social media ranting on each other. You don't see them on social media saying what their husband is doing and what their wives are doing. You don't see that crap with them. The next person in line, number 2, is white people with an average household income of $79,000 to $92,000. They also have a higher marriage rate than black people. Okay, they also have their own issues too, but they definitely have a higher marriage rate and a lower divorce rate than black people. The next, number 3, we talking about income now. Okay, number 3 is Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander with an average household income of $72,000. Then you have the American Indians and the Alaskan Native with $53,000. Then you got the Hispanic with the average household income of $50,000 to $57,000. And who is dead last on this list? Black and African American. The people that be on social media putting out their entire business. As to what's going on in their household, how to treat a man, and how not to do nothing for a man. And the man, and on the male side, they're talking about how to run through a woman and how to, if she ain't this, don't do this for her, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? If she not wifey material, don't do this, don't do that. Well, let me ask you a question, fellas. I have a question. If you like a woman, but she's not your wife quite yet, but you like her, right? What does it hurt you to do something nice for her? You understand? Like, so I don't understand this whole narrative. Again, this has been just like same thing with the women. Oh, if he's not your husband, don't cook for him, don't clean for him, don't do this, blah blah blah, whatever that. Well, how is that person, that man, now going to take you seriously and look at you as a potential wife if you don't do things that in most cases wife do, that makes a man feel good, that attracts a man to that person and make that person go to Jared, you understand, and go get that ring, right? Listen, I'm gonna say this, I'm probably gonna get chewed up for this, nobody cares. We are our own destruction. We are doing this to each other. Okay? I'm sorry, I've never been a huge fan of Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, what's her name, Little Kim. All these women that promote promiscuous activity. Because these people who are promoting them don't live the same life. So they sell you on these things, right? They sell you on these things. Prime example, let's use Beyonce back in the day. All you single ladies, like all these songs that she had promoting women being single, and she turned around and she's a married woman and been married for a long period of time. But then she tell y'all to behave in this way, and y'all do it. All these people are directing your life in a negative way, and all of them are climbing up the ladder while your life is going downhill, because you're listening to social media and these so-called Hollywood people, or this so-called influential people. You should run your own life. Other people shouldn't run your life for you. Black folks, we are going downhill, and until we learn to get back to loving each other and stop destroying each other, before economically we can rebound. We shouldn't be behind Hispanic people in reference to household income economically, because we've been here longer than them. We shouldn't be behind Native American and Alaskans. We definitely shouldn't be behind Asian people. See, but while we sitting here and running our mouth and putting our whole business out, they are silently building. While we fighting each other, they're silently working together. Listen, I hope this message helped the right person today. Talk to y'all soon.